You ever had a time where you see something in your collection, your DVD or video game collection, you see a bad game or movie? Well, yep. But luckily, I balanced it out with this. And keep in mind, this game was rated M for mature, which means this was before Logan. This was close enough to seeing blood in a Wolverine game or Wolverine property. And Sentinels. This was before Days of Future Past, and the Sentinels in that game were more faithful. Okay, sorry, one at a time. Now, I looked at some info behind Origins. X-Men Origins. It was supposed to be a series of films based on, well, the origins of the X-Men characters. I heard Magneto was supposed to be the first one, but due to Hugh Jackman's popularity and Wolverine's popularity, this is what we got. I never read the comics, so I'm only judging the film on its own. But I have read the Weapon X comic. Oh, Lord, what? They butchered it. Like, the movie is PG-13, which I don't mind. Though I do mind them 2 being PG-13. Seriously, Sony, what the hell? Carnage is in it! Do you even look at your characters you own? Or do research on them, saying, Carnage. Sounds like a PG-13 villain. Dumbasses. Hell, Logan and Deadpool 1 and 2 are rated R, and they take place in the X-Men universe. Take notes from them. Okay, maybe not all notes, but, just take notes on the good stuff. Anyway, Origins. So, anyway, it starts out with Wolverine's origin. He was born in Canada in the 1800s. Killed his father. Bone claws spread out. Keep in mind, I was an X-Men fan back in the day, and I didn't know about... This is pretty much my version. And then he and Victor, also, yes, Sabretooth, fought in every war, which actually sounds more interesting. Kind of a shame they don't meet Captain America in World War II. Well, given how Disney owned... At the time, Disney owned the Avengers and the other Marvel characters, while Fox owned the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and Daredevil. And then William Stryker pretty much forms his own team of mutants, Weapon X, I believe. And we got our first cinematic version of Deadpool of this version. And okay, and the Smeghead from Cinematic Excrement pointed it out. That he calls him Dino. Deadpool in name only. The reason why is they sew his mouth shut. I don't know who, and I know I know who the person to blame is. Tom Rothman. He was the CEO of Fox at the time, and he made some incompetent decisions. For example, when the 2005 Fantastic Four movie was greenlit, he chose two directors. One with Peyton Reed with his version, which was more faithful to the comics, and Tim Story, who never directed an actual movie in his life. And he got Tim Reed Story. Go figure. And he also thought that Titanic and Avatar would be commercial flops. Little did he know that they would become the highest grossing movies of all time. I'm surprised this guy wasn't fired for incompetence. And he was terrible at the Marvel stuff. He made Daredevil, instead of being R-rated, it would be more like Spider-Man. Of course. And also, he's the guy who suggested that Galactus should be a cloud. Yep, Buddhist man. And he did not like the idea of a Deadpool movie. Luckily he left Fox and worked for Sony. You don't trust this. I wouldn't. And he's the guy who behind the Ghostbusters reboot. Again, Boda's man. And again, I'm surprised he's not fired for incompetence. But he did apologize for Men in Black International. Forgive, but not forget. Anywho, the special effects on the claws look horrible. I know Wolverine. I missed the real claws. Sure, Hugh Jackman almost. Sorry about that. He almost cut himself on the claws. And I love the scene in X2 where that cat's looking at metal claws. It was so adorable. The claws look pretty horrible. Like, my God. God, I've seen PS1 games look better than this. And they got Will.I.Am to be this character named Wraith, who can teleport. And there's and Blob is pretty much a fat guy. Again, I don't know much about the comic book characters in the X-Men universe, but I'm pretty sure there's different things going on. And fan favorite Gambit is in it. Sadly, it's shorter than anything. Come to think of it, it's more like a glorified cameo, actually. Wait, was Stan Lee in this movie? Did he cameo in this? I admit it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Oh, shit, but I'm guessing he must have saw the script first and say, "Oh God, no," and said no. Or maybe I missed it. I missed it. And it also includes Cyclops and Professor X. And the CG is not great in this. Honestly, I've seen better CG in the Power Ranger movie. The original, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, not the 2017 Power Rangers. Ooh. And my God. Oh, jeez. And poor Gambit, he barely got used in this movie. Like, he's a fan favorite. And this is what the treatment he gets? You know what? Hey, Kevin Feige or anyone at Marvel Studios, if you're reading this, give Gambit a bigger role in whatever your next X-Men property is going to be. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's him taking a dump. Actually, don't do that. I don't care if it's him playing poker with the Fantastic Four. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Just give him a bigger role. He deserves better. Also, while we're on the subject, no Wolverine. Or don't do the Dark Phoenix storyline. We already had 2 versions of it, and no. I'm all Dark Phoenix out. Also, I owe Simon Kinberg an apology. I know this was your first time directing, and plus you did you did your best, and the cast liked you. I blame Disney. Fuck you, Mickey Mouse. And Bob Iger. Fuck you, Bob Iger. Yes. And I hated this. And what they did to Deadpool was horrible. So, I'm sorry, I got a topic, but that happens. But what they did to Deadpool was horrible. Or some fans call him Barakapool. Because he looks like Barack. You have the blades coming out of his wrists. And he shoots lasers. Oh. Thank God Deadpool 2 went back in time and shot the fake Deadpool. That was all. If only we got the. Can we have this in then like Deadpool that shows up and says, "Hey, that's fixing the timelines." Yeah, the timelines are a bit of a mess. And this movie failed. It failed. It failed to make its money back, and they had the reboot button. Soft reboot, prequel, soft reboot, prequel, First Class. They had the name greenlit First Class. It was slightly better, and it gave us the Magneto origin and the Hellfire Club. Kind of saying they were in the Dark Phoenix movie. Though I like Days of Future Past, and Peter Dinklage did an amazing job. He has made Sentinels, Thanos' Gauntlet, Thor's Hammer Stormbreaker, and Thanos' Sword. That man. What else can he make for the Marvel Universe? Well, we can't make the Thor Buster armor because Iron Man's dead. Okay, I'm getting on topic again. Anyway, don't watch this. Play this instead. You can find a copy or watch it online. Whatever's easier. Also, like I said before, I don't think we should do Wolverine. Also, it's gonna be Wolverine should not be in the next X-Men movie because, well, the X-Men movies have focused on him. We had too much of him, and we want the other X-Men to be the main spotlight. And plus, it's gonna be hard to replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's like recasting. Okay, let me think. Oh shit, what was it? Anything. I don't know. No, take Christopher Lee for example. It's like recasting Christopher Lee's character in Lord of the Rings. It'll be impossible. The same can be said for Margot Robbie in the Suicide in any of her movies, the DC movies she's in, or Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. It can't be done. Plus, it would be a good chance to give the other X-Men their time to shine, like Scott and Jean. They developed them, built up the Dark Phoenix saga. Okay, again, you get the idea. And it's gonna be hard to find a good replacement for Patrick Stewart and stuff. And stuff. And maybe not include Magneto and the Brotherhood as villains in the next one. I don't know. I know they're the first villains that comes to mind, but there are our X-Men villains. The Sentinels come to mind. And Mojo? I heard Jack Black wants to be... I would love... Jack Black is Mojo. That'd be funny. Though it would be creepy if he did that. That's pretty much what that character looks. That's pretty much what the character looks like. I'm sorry for putting that mental image in your head. Anyway, sorry for my rambling and discussion of what the X-Men. Bit of discussion with the X-Men films. Stay safe. Take care.